Now, Kenya's largest miner, Base Resources, continues to ramp up operations, posting record production volumes in the last quarter. The Australian-based company began production at its $300 million Kwale Mineral Sands Operations on the Kenyan coast in 2013. Now, a new mining bill to replace Kenya's 1940 Mining Act is currently awaiting Senate approval, aimed at attracting further international investment to Kenya's nascent mining sector, while ensuring mining wealth flows onto local communities. While Base Resources is doing well operationally, a downturn in global commodity prices is squeezing revenues. Demand and prices for mineral sands, which used to produce pigments and ceramics, has fallen significantly over the last 2 years. Now, joining us now in the studio here in Nairobi is Base Resources General Manager Joe Schwartz. Joe, great to have you on the show with us today. And as we saw, we're seeing your production volumes are actually on the up and up. But what has been the impact of the fall in global commodity prices on your business?
Thank you. Yes, operationally, we are doing very well, posting record production in this last quarter. However, we are still afloat with the current commodity market, but we have a debt burden of $224 million at the moment, and the severe downturn in the commodity prices in conjunction with debt servicing is giving us a pretty serious problem.
Well, looking further at your numbers, there's been some disagreement with the government over the level of tax returns Base is entitled to. How are discussions going on that front?
I wouldn't say that we have a disagreement with the government. VAT refunds due to us are in significant arrears at present. It's a matter of funding, which I believe is very tight at the moment, and there are many companies in a similar situation to ourselves. In our case, the amount is significant, particularly as it affects our cash flow and debt servicing obligations in this current commodity price crunch. We have an outstanding refund currently of $21 million, which was largely accumulated during the construction phase of the project during 2012 and 2013. We have received $4 million in refunds so far, but as I said, this is having an impact on our ability to service our debt, and we're currently looking at refinancing that debt facility.
Right, and I mean, can you delve further into that? You're seeking to refinance the Kwale project debt facility. What is the latest on these plans?
Well, we have now confirmed credit approval from the lenders to the proposed refinancing, but completion is still subject to agreement and execution of final terms. So we are making good progress in that direction.
Now, looking at the industry or the sector as a whole, the Kenyan mining bill is currently awaiting a Senate approval, but it has faced some ongoing delays. Are the delays creating any industry uncertainty?
Well, there has been a degree of uncertainty over the final shape of the mining bill, but we now know that it has actually been approved by the Senate. That happened last month in September, and the bill has now been referred back to the National Assembly for final approval and agreement prior to assent by the President. So I believe that uncertainty will soon be behind us. However, it is true to say that the mining industry is suffering from depressed commodity prices, but what is worse, perhaps in the longer term, is its impact on exploration, which is severely curtailed at the present time. We don't really have that much serious exploration taking place in the country, with the exception of one significant gold company operating here. and that really is going to be going to have a long-term impact on bringing the next mine into operation, wherever that may be in the country, and whatever commodity that may entail. So we are concerned that we're going to be at a bit of a standstill for quite some time due to this downturn, uncertainties, and so on, before we can bring another operation into being.
Well, thanks so much for giving us that insight into your operations. Joe Swartz, he's the General Manager of Base Resources.